36% of American households that earn $100,000 or more live paycheck to paycheck. I mean,
no empathy.
None.
You've lost we see this on the Ramsey show, and I call it out. I go, how much do you guys make? We make $250,000. I go, no one in America cares anymore. No one cares.
Yeah.
People have real problems, and you're over here still going into debt for things you can't afford, taking out the HELOC, putting the things on the credit cards, buying the toys, putting everything on payments in your life, even though with a little bit of effort, you could have saved up and afforded it in full and not been calling us because you're in a bind. And so most of the time, here's the habit that I think is behind the other habits. We make decisions when it comes to money, and then we go, well, as long as everything works out the way it's working out right now, I'll be okay. When do you take out the car loan?
So true.
I can afford the payment on the car until you can't, until you have the layoff or you get fired or there's the health scare.
Half your first floor has to be replaced. We've heard calls like this.
Yes. And so everyone makes decisions and they go, well, I could afford it back then, but then XYZ happened. And so the power of the Ramsey plan, this proven financial plan, is that we are foreshadowing that life is going to happen. And so don't think if, just think when, and prepare for it. Not on a paranoid level, but just in I'm not going to owe people money, and I'm going to have money in an emergency fund to cover all the things that are going to come my way. I'm going to have good insurance in place to make sure that I'm protecting the wealth that I'm building. And those simple things can cause anyone to build wealth. Whether you make $40,000 or $400,000, the principles apply.
You know, I'm going to proactively get into the YouTube comments, which I actually never go to. You, on the other hand,
that's my domicile.
Deep neurosis,
it's my humble abode. Is
you
the YouTube
really enjoy
section.
swimming with the sharks there. But I can see it now. Oh, Ken, George, you guys are out of touch.
Oh, so out of touch.
You millionaires, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you have no idea. You can barely live on $100,000 in the Bay Area or Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So to the cynics, what say you? You know what the comments are.
Well, here's my thing, and here's what I realized, and I don't know if this is on growth, but I've stopped caring about the opinions of a guy whose profile picture is an anime character and their profile just says #Bitcoin.
Right.
I'm going, this guy is not well.
Right.
He's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
He's hurting. And so that's where I've realized I see myself in them. I see that cynical guy who goes, woe is me, and this is my outlet to try to push out my pain onto others in the comments section and in Reddit threads because I've lost hope. Right. And if I've lost hope, everyone must suffer.
Oh, yeah.
That's the comment section.
This is an ad for BetterHelp. In a world full of noise, personal and professional growth start with clarity. But with distractions pulling us in every direction, it's hard to think clearly, let alone be our best. And that's why therapy is a great tool, not just for healing, but for self-improvement. BetterHelp is 100% online, so you can invest in yourself on your schedule. And with over 30,000 licensed therapists, they'll match you with someone who helps you become the best version of you. Visit BetterHelp.com/Ken for 10% off your first month. People who try to live their life financially responsibly, they're going to have to do things that are very outside the norm. Right?
Yes.
Dave Ramsey for years has called us weird people, right? But at some point, you got to decide, am I going to do what everybody else is doing? Because that doesn't tend to work. There's a lot of broke people.
Yeah.
But wealthy people do things different. And at some point, you got to get over labels and go and get over opinions and say, how do I want to live my life? Because again, you started off this conversation saying you can get out of poverty. But a lot of people don't believe that you can.
And yet, people do it. And they go, well, how'd you do it? And they go, oh, never mind. That looks like a lot of hard work.
100%.
And I get it. When you're down, it's even harder to have any energy to go make a huge change in your life. But that's what it takes. I even ended my book with a chapter talking about cynicism versus hope.
Breaking Free from Broke, by the way, it's a great cover.
It's like QVC. This is so great. As I've been doing this job, as I've gotten out of debt and went from broke to millionaire, that's the differentiator right there. It's, are you going to be a person who chooses cynicism, or are you going to be a person who goes, yeah, I'm done with that, not today? Because that cynic lives inside all of us. That guy in the comment section who's faceless, just spouting off on the internet. And we talked about this off air earlier. I've never met a super successful person that is in a comment section. I've just never met one.
That's a very good point.
I'm not saying you're a bad person if you're leaving comments on social media. I've just never met a person who says, I'm a well-adjusted, mature, healthy adult who has good relationships and a job I love, and I spend my nights hanging out in the comment section.
Yeah.